Jai Hind बच्चों. So in this video we will continue this chapter 6 tissue of class 9th. So in previous video we studied animal tissue, and here also we'll take this animal tissue only, and in previous video we studied epithelial tissue, and in this video we'll cover connective tissue. So we know that, and there are 4 types of animal tissues on the basis of their function: epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue, and nervous tissue. So epithelial tissue we have covered in last video. In this video we'll cover connective tissue. As its name suggests, it acts as a connection. This connective tissue. So we'll take more about this. Now they are of almost this 8 type: blood, bone, ligament, tendon, cartilage, areolar tissue, and adipose tissue. Right? So if we see the structure of these all, the one common thing is there is matrix in which cells are present, right? So they are not compactly packed cells, they are loosely arranged cells in a matrix. So this is the common structure of this all connective tissue, okay? So cells in this connective tissue, they are loosely spaced and embedded in a intercellular matrix. So if we say, we'll see there's a matrix is there, matrix, in that the cells are present. The cells can be of different types. So we'll take more about this. And this matrix may be jelly like, it may be fluid, it may be dense, or it may be rigid. So in different type of tissues, this matrix varies. Number of cells varies, type of cells varies. So we'll take one by one. So first we'll take this blood. So you all are aware of that blood is a connective tissue. The function is of blood is transportation. It transport food, gases, and remove wastes, even hormones. So then its structure is like, it's the fluid matrix is plasma. So matrix is fluid in nature and we call it the plasma, and it is made up of proteins, salts, and hormones, right? And in this fluid matrix the cells are there, loosely arranged cells, and the cells are RBC, that is red blood corpuscles, WBC, white blood corpuscles, and platelets. So these are the cells, and this fluid matrix is plasma in which these cells are present. These cells are loosely, they just move in that particular plasma, and its function is transportation. Now, what they transport? Gases, digested food, hormones, waste material. Clear? To different parts of the body. So this much is there for you, and more you study about this blood in your higher classes. Okay? Next we'll take this bone. So generally we all are aware of this bone. We know that they are hard, they are strong, they are non-flexible. So the structure means the structure is also hard. That's why they are hard. So their matrix is hard. And it is composed of calcium and phosphorus. So bones are strong, non-flexible tissue, right? And these bone cells are embedded in a matrix which is hard in nature and is composed of calcium and phosphorus. So we have seen that if you take calcium, then your bones become strong. So that because the matrix is made up of calcium and phosphorus. And what is the function of these bones? So first of all, they form framework, right? So it gives structure to the body, and it supports body. Secondly, it anchors the muscles. So muscles are attached to bones, and they support the main organs of the body, right? Like our lungs, they are in a rib cage, yeah, and all the body organs, they are supported by these bones. So this is all about bones. Now next is cartilage. So cartilage is softer than bones structure, if you see. So it means there must be a difference in some their matrix, there must be different from their bones. So the cells are widely spaced cells, and matrix is solid, but not rigid. So it's not hard, it's solid but it's not hard. Okay, so solid matrix, it is composed of proteins and sugars. And where it is present, if you see the nose, ear, like a trachea and larynx, that is voice box, they are made up of cartilage. Okay. And a next tissue is connective tissue is areolar tissue, right? So where they are present is areolar tissue, it is between the skin and muscles. So there is a space. So basically they are present where there is a space in the body, just to cover that space, like between skin and muscles, they that cover that, fill that space, around blood vessels, around nerves, and in bone marrow. So basically their job is to fill the space inside the organs. And their function, naturally, if they are filling the space, means their function is to support internal organs. Their role is to support it and to help repair in the tissues. Okay? And the last connective tissue is the adipose tissue. Okay? And we call them also the fat storing tissues also, because again their cells are arranged in the matrix, and the cells are loosely arranged, right? And there, as name suggests, fat storing tissue, they must be having something to store. So they have fat droplets in them. If you see the structure is like this. Let me show you the structure. This. So they see the structure of the adipose, or adipocytes, we can also call this as adipocyte. So there are fibers, okay, then cells are there. So different types of cells and fibers are, but they, with that, they have these fat droplets. In that, fat is stored. Clear? So where they are present, they present below the skin. So found below the skin and between internal organs. So they, as it is, these cells, they are found below the skin and they have these fat droplets. So these fat act as a insulator. So that's why these adipose tissue, they act as a insulator. So those having more fat, these droplets, they are more they can easily protect themselves from cold. So these are act as a insulator. Right? So this much is for you as far as these connective tissues are concerned. So we'll do muscular tissue in next video. I hope it's clear to you all. Thank you students.